Number 1, D.
Wait.
Wait or yes?
Wait.
Oh. No, that's not one of the answers. Nope.
Okay.
D?
D. Yeah.
Okay. 2, I'm not 100% sure. When we say that economic fluctuations are irregular or unpredictable, we mean that.
I put C.
Me too.
Okay. I thought it could be C or B because it kind of was saying nothing's predictable, like it's hard to understand it, but okay. Did you find that, or is that just a good feeling?
Well, I found C is true.
Yes.
But then the question is another one true?
Because I don't think A is true.
Right.
So that's why I thought it was B or C. Okay. C's fine. 3 is B.
Yeah.
4, I came up with A.
Same.
Okay.
5, when looking at a graph, aggregated demand, which of the following is correct? Excuse me, I do not know this one.
I put C on this one.
The variable on the vertical axis is nominal. The variable on the horizontal is real.
Because the prices are nominal and the other axis is the real.
Is it real? Oh, that sounds great to me.
I like it.
When the dollar depreciates on number 6, I felt like it was, what did I put?
I was looking for this one. I couldn't find it.
I put A and then I marked B. So what's the difference between the two? The net export rises, which decreases the aggregated quantity and services demanded. B?
I did A.
You did A? Because A says it increases the quantity of services demanded. And yes, I found it on page 428. Let me go back there. I think that's right. I marked A and B for whatever reason, but 428 was reading about it. The currency depreciates, which stimulates the demand for net exports. So we know it increases that. And when demand for exports increases, does that normally increase goods and services demanded? Is that like just part of it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine with A.
Yeah.
The wealth effect on number 7, I believe it's C.
Same.
C on 7, okay. 8, which of the following shifts aggregate demand to the right? It is A, right? Yeah, it's A.
I did C, but not sure.
8, you did
confusing.
8, you did see a decrease in income tax rates but non-investment tax. Okay, I was reading this. These are all.
I got one here. It's on page 431. It says, an event that raises spending on net exports as a given price level, a boom overseas, speculation that causes an exchange rate depreciation, shifts the aggregate demand curve to the right.
So it is investment. And what number was that? That was
the end. No, that was the middle of 4 on 431.
So it's A?
I think it's A. Because it says also a shift arising from changes. The spending and more, a tax cut, and the stock market boom shifts the aggregate demand curve to the right also. So investment and taxes both shift to the right, it says. So a decrease in income tax rates would give you an excess of money, right? Because you're going to not pay as much as income tax. So that'll increase the shift to the right is what I got out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe it's A.
Yeah, I like it.
9, I do not know if speculators lost confidence in foreign economies and so wanted to buy more U.S. bonds. I didn't find anything on this.
I did B on this one.
You did B. Let's see. B says the dollar would appreciate, which would cause
Yeah.
aggregated demand to shift left. So let's see. Did you have a place I could look at that, Visca?
No.
Okay.
I just thought because the foreigners will want to invest in the U.S., so this would make the dollar strengthen. So would appreciate, and this would shift the demand to the left, which means since the Taylor,
Yeah.
you think which one do you think it is?
Well, I'm reading number 2. So on this table, it says 431. It says shifts arising from changes in investment. And that's what we're talking about, right? It's investing, U.S. bonds.
Yeah.
An event that causes firms to invest more at a given price level, saying optimism about the future, a fall in interest rates due to increase in money supply, shifts the aggregate demand curve to the right. And it's saying an event that causes firms to invest less at a level, shifts the demand curve to the left. So I kind of feel it would be to the right, like A.
Mm-hmm.
That's on 431, number 2.
Let me check.
That's on 20-3. That says for investing, and this is for buying U.S. bonds. So that's interesting.
All right. So I guess, did you find it?
I'm thinking A. It's on that same 431.
Okay.
It's number 2.
Number
the
2.
First part. Not that one. The next one. So shifts arising from changes in investment.
So I had some notes. I don't know where it's in the book, but it's in the book. It says. So suppose the real value of the dollar declines in foreign exchange markets. This depreciation stimulates U.S. net exports and thereby increases the quantity of goods and services demanded, which means it's going to shift to the right. On the other side, when the U.S. price level rises and causes U.S. interest rates to rise, the real value of the dollar increases, and this appreciation reduces U.S. net exports and the quantity of goods and services demanded, which means it's going to move to the left.
So that's why you said it was C? No, B.
B, yeah.
The dollar would appreciate, would cause aggregate. Okay. So you had that where somewhere you'd read it. I don't know. I honestly don't know either way. That's confusing to me.
I think it's on the same page where it's explained why the everyday demand slopes downward.
I'm fine with B. I don't honestly don't care. It's good for me. Taylor, you all right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm good. You guys, 1 second. You guys keep rolling.
He's out. No. All right. 10, I thought was D.
Right. I did A.
The wealth effect and the interest rate effect. Because this was weird for me. Because the whole idea of this one is which of the following affects incentives for customers to spend less when the price level rises. Well, The wealth effect says the increase in real wealth, which stimulates spending. So I thought that made him spend more. That's why I said no to that. Am I reading that wrong?
I think it's just asking which is the incentive. So, which is something that makes it, change the expenditure. But I think I read it somewhere.
Did you? Because all of those like increase spending. And this says, what's an incentive for consumers to spend less? I'm like, well, if they all increase spending, how are the incentives to spend less? That's what confused me.
There is a summing up paragraph
Looking at it.
where it explains the aggregate demand slopes downwards somewhere there. So it says 3 reasons, and one of them is consumers are wealthier and so on, and then interest rates and the currency depreciation. So these are 3 reasons. So both of them makes the consumer spend less or more.
Oh, I'm following you. So it is A. That makes sense because they are. I mean, those are right there on page 431 also. It talks about the 3 of them. Those are all options of why it goes less. Cool enough. 11. I think it's B. Oh, you did C?
Yeah.
Well, this is the reason I did. I mean, I thought it was both initially. But then I was looking. Does supply actually affect that over the long run, or is it just demand? Supply was vertical, I thought, on the long run. Like it just kind of, it was the nominal, right? On page 432, it shows the natural level of output in the long run. It does not affect the quantity of goods and services supplied in the long run. So I was like, does that mean it's not part of it?
I don't know. That makes sense.
It says both aggregate demand and long run and grid supply must be shifting right. Because for the price to change on the long run, it doesn't have to shift, right? It just goes up. So there's no actual shift in supply, right? It doesn't actually have to shift to increase the price level, is what I thought. That's what I got out of it. Taylor, anything you see on that page 432?
Yeah. Sorry, I was doing that. I just did some research on our good old number 9, and I'm 99% sure it's B. So
99?
Yeah.
And you're 99% sure. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty sure on that one. So, but the yeah, no, I think you're right. It doesn't have to shift it. You just go along the curve. It's
but demand would shift right over time, is what I thought.
So what paragraph are you looking at?
I just looking at the chart. So just 432. I read like looking at how the long run aggregated supply interacts. It doesn't have an actual slope. It's vertical.
Right.
So if it shifts, that's not going to change the price, right? I mean, the price is going to change if it slides up and down on the vertical. So a shift won't do anything to the price. At least that's what I saw.
Right. Yeah. No, not at all. Yeah, the price would not change.
So that's why I was like, well, if demand shifts, then that's going to change the demand. So I don't know. That's just my thinking.
No, I like
it. It's B or C. It's one of the two.
So no. Which one were you saying it is?
I think it's B, but C. I mean, both aggregate demand, long run aggregate supply must be shifting right. Aggregate demand must shift further.
The U.S. has always had rising prices and an upward trend. It's only necessary to aggregate demand shift right over time.
Wait, C makes sense too. That last line where it says demand must be shifting further, because demand has to shift further than supply in order to increase the supply. So that last little bit makes sense on the very end. And I read that. The demand must shift further. So, oh, shoot. Jessica, you're the smart one. See, it is.
I was thinking Because it's talking about prices and the real GDP, so with the graph, like the aggregate thing graph. So I'm like, they both have to do something, both supply and demand. So
And if they move together, it wouldn't change it. But if the demand shifts further, it would change the
yeah,
rising price. And that's the part I didn't read. So I can see it being that. If for some reason they move together, there's no reason as long as it moves further, it'd be it. So that makes sense to me too now. That
come on, Peter, make the final decision.
No, it's good. I'm not 99% sure on that one, so I'm going with you.
so are you 95?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. I need some sugar, man. Today I woke up, I said I'm not gonna eat any food till lunch. I haven't eaten yet. My head hurts. Okay. 12 is A.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's all I did, like till the 11th question.
I found 12. I know that one's correct.
Okay.
That was, yeah. So 13. Which of the following shifts short run but not long run aggregated supply? That one I do not have. Which of the following shifts short run but not long run? And these, I believe, are
I think it's D.
increase in the money supply.
Yeah, because I know it doesn't change the long run supply. It's vertical. So I don't know. I haven't studied this part yet, so
Oh, good. I went through them and kind of got them, but you know.
Wait, now which one are you saying it is?
No, Jessica's thinking D.
B for 12?
D for 12. No, D for 13.
113 D. Okay, that's right.
12's A.
Yeah, that's right.
13. So things that shift long run are causes output to fall. That's all.
Which following shifts short run but not long run aggregate supply? What shifts short run? I know demand shifts increase things in the short run. Is that an option?
Okay, so what's the question? Which the following shift short run but not run? So here's the. I'm gonna read this to you. You ready for this? It says, let's start with what we know about the long run aggregated supply curve. As we discussed earlier, shifts in the long run aggregated supply curve normally arise from changes in labor, capital, natural resources, technology. These same variables shift the short run. So we want to know what shifts the short run but not the long run, right?
Right.
So we know capital does both of them.
Okay.
What else did it say in there? Long run. We know labor changes. Labor does it. Natural resources and technology are all in the same of them. So was that leave any?
mm,
So it's not C.
Not
yeah.
C, so we got three more. A decrease in actual price level.
Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. The important new variable that affects the position of the short run aggregate supply curve is the price level that people exceed to prevail. So when people change their expectations of price level, the short run changes, so it's price level. No? Yeah, it could be A then. Or B. Oh, great. it is expected price level on page 439 on the 1, 2, 3, 4th paragraph.
Uh huh.
It says firm. Let's see, a given price level short. Shiz, where am I at? Conversely, when the expected price level falls, wages are lower, costs decline, firms increase output at the given price level in the short run, aggregated supply curve shifts to the right. That says it's short run. That's what it's talking about.
I like it.
I mean,
What's the value?
I don't know. That's the best thing I've seen. Anything else, guys? Did you find that where I was reading?
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now.
It's just on, yeah, down there on 439. I think it's a decrease in the expected price level. And it kind of makes sense because I haven't read much about increase in money supply in this chapter. Had you, Jessica?
No.
I hadn't really seen much talk on that at all in the whole chapter, so I don't know if it was just.
Did we figure out the one about if spectators lost confidence in foreign economies?
Well, yeah, Jessica says B, the dollar would appreciate, which would cause demand to shift left.
Yeah,
Does that seem right?
that's it.
Yeah, that was 9. That was the one you were 99% sure.
No, that was that
wasn't
one. Okay, yeah, that was it.
it? Yeah. So 12, 13, a decrease in the expected price level. Yeah, that's got to be it. It talks about it there. It doesn't mention the long run anywhere. Oh man, what is right there?
Okay, which one are we on?
Yeah, we're on 13 and it is B. I'm 99% sure on 440 there's a table that talks about it for the short run, and then we have a long run table that talks about stuff, and it doesn't mention that. So it's not talked about in both of them. It's only talked about in the short run.
Okay.
440 says a decrease in the expected price level shifts the short run supply curve to the right. An increase in expected price level shifts the short run to the left. So
Yeah, I like it.
I think it's that. What number are you on?
I'm looking into 14.
14?
Yeah.
Nice. The long run, what have they got there so far?
I'm almost there.
I thought it was A for some reason when I did the homework.
Okay. So we're shifting left. The amount of labor available increased, or Congress made a substantial increase in minimum wage.
What would cause it to that? Let's see.
What shifts it to the left?
Yeah, what could
in
shift it to the
long
left?
run?
Uh-huh. I can't take it anymore. It's that time of the morning.
Oh, and she was right on the output is real and price level is nominal. That's correct.
Did you find 14 then?
No, I have not yet.
So things that shift curves to the left are normally not positive things normally, right?
Right.
Just a rule of thumb. So if Congress substantially increases the minimum wage, that's not a positive thing. That's going to make employers hire less people and maybe ultimately raise their prices.
Okay. We're shifting the supply curve.
So they're going to be producing less at that point because they won't have as many employees.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I went with increase in minimum wage. Now, and I also think it'd be an increase in, so I thought it was A. So if the labor increases and Congress is saying we want more minimum wage, we're going to lower the amount of people we hire, make less supply, and it's just going to be negative on everything. I mean, you'll have more unemployed. Everything I see about it's like negative.
Right. So here's this. So it says why the aggregate supply curve might shift, changes in labor. If the economy experiences an increase in immigration, there would be a greater number of workers, and the quantity of goods and services supplied would increase. As a result, aggregate supply curve would shift to the right. If Congress were to raise the minimum wage substantially, the natural rate of unemployment would rise, and the economy would produce a smaller quantity of goods and services. As a result, this long-run aggregate supply curve would shift to the left.
So it's, was that A then? You just
That
read the
is-
answer.
Yeah,
It's A, right?
yeah, that's A.
Heck yeah. Limp
done,
Bizkit
sir.
did me well this morning.
Yeah, it did.
Did you ever listen to him?
Oh wait, hold up. No, dude.
Oh, you doing that to me? Really?
It's D.
Really?
Okay.
It's a labor decreased, a labor available decreased.
Or maybe not. Wait, hold on.
What page you on, dude?
I'm
I
on
think it's detailed.
page online.
What page online? Dang it. I'm going there now.
So hold on. If the economy experiences an increase in immigration, meaning if there's more workers,
Mm-hmm.
as a result, the supply curve would shift to the right.
Correct.
So more workers. But this is the thing, though. This is coupled. The question is tricky.
Because you also got to include minimum wage increase.
Right. Because if you increase people, nah, dude, it's decreased.
What's D?
Yeah, it's D. Could think
Nah.
or.
Nah, dude, it's D.
So both have to be true.
Nah.
Dude, we just read if it increases, it's going to shift to the right.
D's cool. D's cool. I'm alright. I'm just gonna chill here with these caramels.
So it's D.
Yeah, it's D.
Was it D? Okay.
I think this one's B. What happens to the expected price level? What impact does this have on the wage bargain? If the expected price level falls, bargains are struck for lower wages. That's right. And I read that on Where the heck did it go? There we go. On page 436. So it says right here, like on the last paragraph on page 436 is where I read this.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's at.
Okay.
Where did I? Yeah.
So you're saying, why would the price go down? Because there's
So
more
if the-
work available?
So if the expected price level falls, so say they're selling something, they predict they'll be $100, and they say we'll pay you $20 an hour. Well, they only sell it for $95. Now they're stuck with that high wage of labor, which they needed the 100 to make it a good profit. At the end of their contract, they're going to bargain to get lower wages to those employees. They're not going to pay them the same amount.
Yeah, but this is talking about if the stock prices are going to rise.
Are you on number? What number are you on?
15? So they're saying the economy is doing well, and the stock prices are rising higher than expected.
What happens to the expected price level, and what impact does this have? Oh, refer to stock market boom 2015. What's that?
That's the little reference above. So it's saying, it told a little story. It's saying, hi, 2015, everything went really well. So they're saying, how is that going to affect wage bargaining, having a high stock?
They don't bargain for higher wages. They normally hire more.
I want to say C, but I feel like they want to mess with me. It's not that.
Well, I read somewhere only when there's lower wages do they bargain for lower, or when the price is less, they bargain for lower wages. When the price is higher, they hire more people and keep the wages so they can supply more.
Right.
But I didn't read that first line that talked about the stock crap. Huh. That was my other page. Stock prices rises more than expected and stay high for some time. What happens to the expected price level?
So what's the theory? What's the sticky wage theory? Saying that even if it does well, people are still going to get paid less?
No, normally they keep it consistent. That's the sticky wage theory.
So it's consistent with how it goes.
They only bargain when it's lower than expected, is what I was reading.
Right. So what if it's higher than expected?
But I'm going to read this right here on 437 again. Doesn't really give much info on the sticky price theory. Well, maybe they do have to increase it. So right on 437, the second paragraph, you read that.
Yeah.
It says hires more workers, increase the quantity of output supplied, but eventually the workers will demand higher nominal wages to compensate for the higher price level. But for a while, the firm can take advantage of the profit opportunity by increasing employment production above their longer levels. Well, maybe it is going to be an increase. I don't know where it went. An increase. Expected level prices, bargains are struck for higher wages. Then that'd be right. Right,
Let's
right.
see.
I think so. That only makes sense because when they're lower, bargains are struck for lower prices, and that clearly said the company can take advantage of them for only so long, and then they have to deal and bargain for a higher price. That's what I just read.
Right.
So let's see. Six. You good there?
Yeah.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
Yeah. Oh, so remember the whole World War II thing?
Yeah.
The aggregate demand, the demand has to shift farther. Remember that one? That was number 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's for sure C.
Number 11's for sure C. That's good. Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Perfect.
So then 16 is C.
And then 16.
Yeah.
Aggregate demand to the right.
Yeah.
Policy makers who control monetary fiscal ones. Why is that?
I don't know.
Shift to the right. Well, I'm happy with it. I'll
Yep.
study it then. 17, I do not know.
I don't argue with the book.
17, the shift of short run aggregate supply curve from 1 to 2. I looked all over for this, couldn't find it. Wait, did you say expected price level shifted to the left? Is that what we said? A decrease in it?
Yes.
Didn't we just talk about that when I was trying to make that?
Uh-huh.
I think it's going to be that then. Where was that? Shift to the left.
Well, no, but that's shifting right.
Well, they want us to say in the short run, aggregate supply curve from SRS1 to 2 could be caused by what? Oh, that is a shift to the right. Wonderful.
So shifts to the right. Short run aggregate supply curve is shifting to the right. That means more people are maybe hired.
It's not D and it's not B.
All right, well, it's not C. It's SBA.
Could be caused by an outbreak of war in the Middle East.
I'm not sure why. How are you sure it's not B or D?
Well, I'm looking on. We know it's not. It could be caused by a decrease in expected price level. That moves to the left. I thought we decided, didn't we? Or was that just me deciding?
Could be caused by a decrease in expected price level. No, dude, that would decrease it. Yeah.
Wait, the price level did decrease though, didn't it? Moving to the right way it moved.
Because a decrease in price level means you're going to supply less. That's the point.
Right.
And we are shifting to the right, which is
The demand is increasing.
no, this is supply curve though.
Oh shiz.
That means we are in price level is decreasing and your quantity is increasing. So we've increased the quantity. So yeah, so I don't think it's D.
And then causes stagflation is a period of falling output and rising prices.
Increase in unemployment is not going to increase supply. It's going to decrease supply. More workers means more producing. So yeah, dude, I kind of like A. They're producing more.
That's the best I can see. I was looking at all the graphs they've given us in the chapter. There's a ton of them in this one. Oh, sheesh, dude.
Cool. Next.
Hey, it is.
Hey, it is.
Oh, man. 18.
It's not going away.
I wanted to just move on, man. We just got in this, and here we are. I think 18C. Y is the natural rate of output, which I know to be true.
Is there one more that's true then?
What?
Is there A or B that's true as well then? Because that could be D.
Let's see. Ooh. Does point A equal a long equilibrium and a short equilibrium when the... Oh, man.
Kind of like a D on that one.
Dude, I think it might be, because wouldn't point A be an equilibrium? Great.
Yeah.
Great. I don't know. Is it consistent with the concept of monetary neutrality? Neutrality?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. It is?
Yeah, because it's the long run, so it wasn't the last chapter.
Then it would be D then.
There we
I
have
think
it.
it's D.
Okay. I think it's D too, because I know it's two one of the other one, and you guys all know it's one of the other ones, so we good. So 19 is stagflation exists when prices fall and unemployment rises. That's what I thought it was.
Correct.
Because it's on page 449. Is that what you thought too?
Yeah.
Okay. And it looks like C or D. Are those the same, or am I crazy? Aren't C and D the same thing?
No, because it's the price is C rise, D is fall, so it's the opposite.
Oh, wait, hold up. Hold up. No, I think it's A, dude.
Really? Because it. Well, tell me where
Hold
you
on.
at.
It's saying the 449. So it says,
Okay.
yeah, hold on. No, it's the definition on the side.
Yeah.
Falling output and rising prices. Look, see, stagflation is this when prices rise and unemployment falls. So it's A.
So the falling output talking about unemployment.
Yeah. Because those two are hand in hand. Falling
So it
output
must-
also equals less labor available. Unemployment. Wait, hold on. That means it's C.
I went with C, but
Nah, dude, it's totally C.
okay. So you guys are looking at that, right? Am I
Right.
dumb, or are C and D the same freaking thing?
No, it's not. Because
C and D are different.
Yeah, because prices are rising or prices are falling.
Hold on. Your number C and D are worded different.
Yeah.
My C and D are worded the exact same.
Dude, that's not good.
Yours aren't?
No, it says rise and unemployment rises. And it's fall and unemployment rises.
Mine says fall and unemployment rises. Fall and unemployment rises. Like, that's what mine says. And then my A and B say the same thing.
Oh no.
Like, that's why I don't even know what to do right now. But I thought it was C.
Well, it's
from the start.
rises and unemployment rises.
Okay.
Wait,
gotcha.
did you get an email for a question
No.
from a teacher? Good. I remember him saying something about a question.
Oh. So 19C though. It fall
Yeah,
and unemployment
maybe
rises.
No, it's rises and unemployment rises.
I don't have that answer, man.
Well,
What
that's too
number?
bad.
Is that A or B? What one is it?
It's neither of them.
Oh. Oh man.
That's too funny.
I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do right now. I'm done.
Dude, I think you're full of it. It's Probably.
Yeah, the limit is above the 19. So,
It's way funny.
right? Yeah, so it's C.
Can you see that?
I haven't been looking on my video. Hold on, let's see. Googling it. All right, I'm looking. No, go back. Huh? Yeah, that definitely is not.
Like I literally just had a brain aneurysm, I think, from you guys trying to tell me what it said, and it didn't say. It's like, I know how to read, dang it.
You're like, it's not there. I don't know why.
Maybe it's in the actual quiz then.
Yeah, it probably is.
So let me just write it down. They both rise. Is that what you said, or am I
Yeah.
off again?
Now they both rise.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 20.
Oh, so funny.
Succeeds in getting taxes raised. So one person's raising taxes, which shifts to the left. That's not a good thing.
Right.
And the other one gets restrictions of logging moved, which will increase profitability, which will help shift to the right. The real GDP will fall. I feel like the real GDP will fall, don't you? No, will rise because we'll have higher taxes.
Yeah. I like B. Real GDP will fall, and the price level might rise, fall, or stay the same.
I get why the price level might rise, fall, or stay the same. I like that part. The GDP part I don't understand, so B sounds great. Why would the GDP fall, I guess, do you think? Less
Well,
spending?
raising taxes, yeah, people spend less. There's less
Okay.
money to spend.
Dude, I think the logic behind the madness is good.
Yeah, online agrees with me.
I love it. I think that's correct.
Awesome.
Woo! That was brutal.
That was pretty intense.
Dude, we
All right,
had
good
way
job,
too
team.
many intense homeworks. All right, well, I'm gonna submit this and I'll
Hopefully we can do
submit the
better.
video.
Hopefully we can do better than last week, right? What was last week?
A high
Was it a 70?
Maybe even worse. I don't know.
60?
It wasn't good, but it is all good. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the week. We'll catch you next
See you guys.
Tuesday at 9.
Yep.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Right.